Did your parents choose your name?
Yes, indeed. My mother have told me this thing several times when I was very young or I was born. At that time, an alphabet was chosen from a religious book, which is more like a ritual in our country. And then my mother decided this name for me.
How did your parents choose your name?
As my mother told me that she chose this name from a naming book, and as she said that at that time she brought this book from a bookstore, and this book helped her to decide the name for me.
Does your name have any special meaning?
Why not? I have checked it on internet as well. It means beloved, a person who is liked by others. So this is exactly the meaning of my name in my regional language, Punjabi.
Is your name common or unusual in your country?
I must say that it is a common name because I know many others who have the same name. Sometimes I feel like I have a very common name, but the good thing is that it's easy to pronounce and people can easily remember my name.
If you could change your name, would you?
To be very honest, I would not like to change my name because it is more like my identification and people know me by this name only. Though I would love to keep an alias so that my friends or my loved ones can use it for that purpose.
Do you have a favorite flower or plant?
Yes, I do. I must say that I'm a plant loving or a flower loving person. I have a small garden at home as well. And yes, certainly seasonal flowers are definitely my favorite. But I also love lilies and lotus.
What kinds of flowers and plants grow near where you live?
We have all different type of plants, but generally we have the green and shady trees because the area generally remains hot. But in the winter season, we have lots of flowering and seasonal plants.
Is it important to you have flowers and plants in your home?
Why not? I must say that whenever we are upset, we are stressed. Seeing the flowers totally change our perspective, and it also enhances the beauty of our house. In fact, I also love to keep fresh flowers in my room for fragrance and to add some freshness to it.
Have you ever bought flowers for someone else?
Yes, I vividly remember last month it was my friend's birthday who loved to receive flowers as gift, and that's the reason why I bought a bouquet of flower for her.
How can people improve their health?
There are several ways, I must say, today to improve health. First thing that which is easiest, I would say, is to practice yoga and avoid unhealthy food items. But people can also join some kind of sports center, they can join a gym and do several other activities to stay fit and healthy.
Do elderly people exercise much in your country?
Yes, they do. As said, yoga is practiced all over in my country, and it is especially very popular among aged group because they cannot do any kind of other heavy exercises. For this reason, we often see in the morning or evening time the parks are full with old people who practice yoga.
Do you think all illness can be prevented?
To a great extent, I can say that, in fact, the lifestyle diseases can be greatly prevented. For example, due to our bad eating habits, smoking, drinking, inactive lifestyle, all these can be reason of millions of diseases. Definitely, such can be avoided.
Do you think that illness will be less common in the future?
I'm not very sure about this thing because it totally depends what kind of lifestyle people lead. If people will become health conscious and they will also take the necessary measures, then we can expect. Otherwise, just like today, even despite having good knowledge about good health, people are living unhealthy lifestyle intentionally, I would say. For that reason, I doubt that people would have better health in future.
Do you think healthcare should be free?
I think it's an interesting question because I personally believe that it should be free, but only to the needy ones. There can be millions who are dying or who are not getting the proper treatment because of lack of resources, but it shouldn't be free to all, otherwise people would not respect the value or would take it as granted, and it would also put unnecessary burden on public funds.
What makes someone a good doctor?
As far as I can understand, a doctor need to have certain characteristics. He firstly need to be very patient and sympathetic to be able to listen to the grievance or the problem of the patient. At the same time, he must be highly qualified so that he could diagnose the disease and follow the right course of action. And these skills are highly important. And last but not least, he must not be greedy. He must be the person who is there as a god to treat the patient, not to make the money unnecessarily.